Hello everyone and welcome to another game I played on Ptcgo. This time I'm going to be using my Blastoise Keldeo Black Kyurem deck, or sorry, Plasma Kyurem. Black Kyurem is not in this deck. So I get a fairly decent start with a Squirtle and one Plasma Kyurem in the active and one on the bench, and Ultra Ball and Skylo in hand, so fairly decent. And I see my opponent is playing a Mewtwo in the active and a Sigilyph on the bench, but they get rid of all my items. I'm just left with a Skyla and a Water Energy, so not too great. But they're going to attach a DCE to Mewtwo, and I'm going to be forced to just attach for the turn and Skyla for a supporter. So not the best way to go. So I'm just going to Juniper. Fortunately, I can take care of that Sigilyph with Blastoise if need be, which can be annoying if you're not running any EXs. Sorry, any non-EXs. So here, end my turn, see what my opponent is going to do. I'm not sure what her strategy is, but she's going to level ball, maybe for another Sigilyph. Yep, we see another Sigilyph go to the bench. So now she can maybe get away with a few things, but I see a laser and then an N, which I'm very thankful for, and another energy go on to the active Mewtwo. So she hits me for 60 and I'm poisoned, so I'm probably going to get knocked out fairly quickly. Don't have a real way to get Blastoise quite yet, so I'm just going to, I think, use that Colress. I was debating whether or not to use Tool Scrapper, but I figured it wasn't entirely worth it yet. So I get a level ball. Again, can't get Blastoise. So I figure maybe I'll just level ball for another Squirtle or a Wartortle, put it on my bench, and just let that Kyurem go as a sacrifice, essentially. So yeah, I get a Wartortle, evolve, and just end my turn. So now my opponent can honestly just choose to pass her turn, not attack me, and I will be knocked out. Or she can catch her up something like Wartortle and knock it out, which would be highly annoying. But she takes a while, I think, to make this next turn, and quite a few of them actually. So she's going to get this again, but this time she only gets rid of my Tool Scrapper, which isn't going to help her much. It just gains her one card, and she's going to energy switch off of Mewtwo onto Sigilyph. So I'm still not sure what her game plan is. She's going to X-Ball for 40, knock out my Pokemon, and I just promote another Plasma Kyurem to the active spot. Now I have enough energy to start attacking with Keldeo by manual attachment of all things. I'm going to end. I draw a fairly terrible hand, although I now have Ultra Ball, which can actually get me a Blastoise. So I think I'm just going to Ultra Ball away that Ultra Ball and Skyla, I believe. It's the play to make right here. And get Blastoise out. So it was actually going to be the next card I would have drawn into. So a little ironic there. And I'm just going to Secret Sword for 90 because Mewtwo still has Eviolite on it. But if she doesn't remove it from the active spot, it will go down and she'll be left with no other strategy but walling me essentially with Sigilyph and slowly taking a few swings at Keldeo. So we'll see what she's going to do. I'm uploading this match because she has a fairly unusual deck, and it'll become obvious, I think, in a bit. It's cards you don't normally see get played with each other. And here it is. We see a Trubbish, which is a little bit odd that you'd play Sigilyph because it has an ability, and Garbodor blocks all abilities, so I don't really know why you would play them, but her strategy seems to effectively use them, as you'll see and later on in the game. So she is going to Scramble Switch, move her energy on to Sigilyph, And now I'm sort of stuck for the time being. She can hit me for 90 and knock me out at the end of next turn. I need to just find a different way of attacking, so I'm going to chorus. I unfortunately don't get much to go off of. I have energy. I can attach to Plasma Kyurem, and I do, and then I'm a Secret Sword after catching up Mewtwo and just knock it out. But now it looks like she's going to be able to take the prize on my Keldeo with her Sigilyph. And she's going to attach to her benched Sigilyph, which is the best thing to do right now. And she's going to Hue, another card we don't really see in competitive play at all. I sometimes play it, but I can see why people don't really like it as a draw supporter, since it's fairly inconsistent. And now she's going to Rocky Helmet onto Trubbish, but she doesn't evolve into Gardevoir yet. Or sorry, Garbodor, not Gardevoir. So here I'm really stuck. I don't have enough energy to do much, so I'm just going to retreat Keldeo and start Frost Spearing with Plasma Kyurem. Do 30 to the active and 30 to the bench. But first I'm going to Skyla for energy retrieval and actually get those energies I just discarded back. So I think I'll be able to Blizzard Burn and further knockout on the Sigilyph actually, which is I think a better play. So I'll get to reuse those energies and hopefully slow her down. I won't be able to attack next turn, unfortunately though, unless I can hit enough energy and rush in, retreat, and bring Keldeo back, Black Kyurem back into play. So she promotes Sigilyph. She's going to Skyla. Not sure for what. Maybe a laser. Or some ways of getting energy. I don't know. But she will take a while here. Okay. Yep, so we see a Heavy Ball. So Heavy Ball will be for Garbodor. And here she's actually going to turn off everyone's ability. So Safeguard is no longer in play. Sigilyph is no longer protected. But that does mean that I no longer have Deluge. So she's going to attach a Floatstone onto Sigilyph. And she's going to Bicycle, get a catcher, and catcher up Keldeo for the knockout. And 2 more prizes. So at this point we're tied at 3 prizes. So her an unusual deck strategy and my in a fairly conventional build are trading prices quite well. I get a rare candy Blastoise. I mean, not that that helps any, but I do hit the Tool Scrapper and manage to get off all of her tools in play. That lets me activate my abilities once more, and I'm going to Blizzard Burn for the knockout on Sigilyph, and Garbodor goes to the active spot. So that's really not a great place for her. But we see her bench another Trubbish and a Shaymin EX. So that scares me because Revenge Blast can at this point knock out Keldeo's in one shot. And now she manages to get a Floatstone on Garbodor again. So my abilities are once again turned off, and she puts down a Mewtwo. So if she has a DCE on Mewtwo, she can certainly knock me out in a few turns because I won't be able to do anything. But I happen to get a Mewtwo of my own on my turn. So I'm debating whether or not to put it down. That'll really tempt her to start a Mewtwo war. And I decide to go for it anyway. Figure, what the heck, just go for it. I can't really do anything, so I'm going to end my turn. She goes into hers. If she has a DCE, I can see her probably retreating her Garbodor and starting to attack a Mewtwo. She's going to Juniper her hand away. And let's see what she manages to hit. So I haven't really seen any grass energy, so I don't know uh, how many she runs or how easy it will be for her to power up Shaymin. She's going to catch her up Blastoise. I don't know, probably to stall. I can always rush in with Keldeo, but at this point I'm not hitting any energies for the manual attachments I need to make. Here I'm debating whether or not to catch her something up just to try to stall, but decide against it. It's not really going to help me any. She doesn't have energy on her field, and I don't have energy on my field. We're both dead drying, and I don't know, board positions are weak all around. I don't run Switch or Floatstone, so I can't really get Plasma Kyurem back out. She's going to, I think, attach an energy and Juniper. So at this point, I'm just going through her discard pile, trying to see if she has many DCs left. But she manages to get a Keldeo down and another Mewtwo. She's finally going to retreat her Garbodor, attach a Eviolite on Mewtwo, and attach a DCE, and now she's going to start hitting me. But since I don't have energy attached, it's only for 40, so that'll take her quite a while to take a prize that way. Again, I dead draw, so I figure I'll catch her up Keldeo, hopefully get it stuck in the active, and buy me some time so I can hit a supporter and get some energy. But she manages to get a switch out, so she's going to send Mewtwo back into the active spot and attach an energy on her bench Mewtwo and end me down to 2 cards. Not the best 2 anyway, but I managed to top deck finally a water energy. I'm going to attach it to Keldeo and catch her up her Keldeo again to try to buy myself a little bit more time. I think I decided against it. She can't really knock me out yet. I figure I'll save the catcher for when it can win me the game. She's going to Skyla. Looks like she didn't get anything, so her deck is running thin. Maybe she does not have any card she can pull. She's going to expel me again for 40. At this point, I'm 20 away from the knockout. But I figure I'm just going to end my turn. I can't really do anything. I can Super Rod, but I don't really think that would be all that helpful now. So finally, Blastoise goes down after another X-Ball. Here I can Frost Spear. So I'm going to finally, after Blastoise goes down, going to Super Rod some cards back into my deck. I'm going to catch her up Garbodor and Blizzard Burn, get it out of here. So my abilities are now back in play, and hopefully I can top deck some way to get energy back on the field, or that for my prizes, superior energy retrieval. So with that, I might be able to draw enough energy to knock something out. I only need 1 prize, and she needs 2. So she sends Mewtwo back up to the active spot, the one with Eviolite. So I definitely cannot one-shot it yet, but if I can power up this Mewtwo with a superior energy retrieval, and I will be able to take the win. She attaches another DCE onto her active, and I set up Keldeo only because I know I don't have enough energy in my discard pile. So I need to retreat Keldeo so I can attach those energies onto Mewtwo after using superior energy retrieval. So here I'm going to Skyla for a catcher, actually. So it looks like I'm going to take the win a different way. So I'm just going to Skyla for a catcher and superior energy retrieval for 4 water energies from my discard pile. Attach 1 to Keldeo, that's all I'm going to need for the win. So yeah, I could have actually taken the win a few different ways. I just went for the easiest way, I guess. So yep, that is game. Thank you guys for watching.